Hey, hey, beat baseball world. Welcome back to the Stream Team Dream Team here at the 2026 National Beat Baseball Association World Series, the 50th annual World Series. We're celebrating the 50th anniversary all week long. And we are here on day 3 of the tournament. This is the first game today here on Wednesday that we'll be streaming today. We are looking at the Boston Strong taking on the Tyler Tigers, one of the league's newer franchises in the Strong and one of the league's longest standing franchises in the Tyler Tigers. I am Neil, DAWG, and I'm here with the goddess of description, Rosina.
Good morning, everyone. It is definitely cooler out today than we have seen in the past, probably several World Series. So, yeah, that should be a nice game for the players. They're going to have to move around just to stay limbered up. We've got a little bit of cloud cover. Tyler Tigers are starting to take the field, so we did have the coin toss earlier. I'm assuming they won it and chose home since they're headed out into the field. And Tyler Tigers wearing their black jerseys with the sleeves black and white tiger stripes. Boston Strong cheering on really loud on the first base side as they get ready to bat, wearing their blue jerseys with red and white print. The lineup for the Boston Strong is going to be Matthew DeBrigard, Joe Buzian, I think I said that right. Joe
We just call
Quintanilla,
him Joey B. You call him
Chris
Joey B.
Nagel, Gianna Griffith, and Alberto Moreno. Joe is going to be the designated hitter, and Darren Black will be the fielder out for him out in the field. So I'm going to be starting up here pretty soon. I'm going to start off. Matthew is getting his bat and getting ready, wearing his very patriotic red, white, and blue head covering, and bright neon pink batting gloves and matching shoes. So at least his shoes and his gloves match.
I know Boston's starting out here on offense, but this kid Matthew is all of a sudden turning into one of the better short defensive players. We're going to be talking about him all day long if Tyler hits it on the ground, because this kid gobbles up everything. And I haven't seen her play yet, but Gianna Griffith, they got her playing on the short right side, and I hear that she's just as ball hungry as he is. So looking forward to seeing them play.
Exciting. Ethan.
Neil.
Neil's doing our 6-7 hand. He's very happy that he now knows that.
I did it backwards yesterday, though.
Yeah, he did like this.
I had the palms down.
Dog paddling.
Dima's like, dude, that's 8-7.
8-7.
John Lykowski Sr. is our umpire. Karen at our scorer's table.
Honestly, we're giving so much credit to, the 50-year anniversary and volunteers and everything. John Lykowski and Karen Lykowski have been volunteering in this game since 1978. Been around forever. John's been a pitcher. He's been an umpire. He's the league treasurer and CEO. Like, they've been so dedicated to this game. His son, John Lykowski Jr., now is one of the ones that he's been doing it for years. Goes around, takes all the photographs and posts
Wonderful
them.
job on those photos.
His wife, Missy Lykowski, is a scorekeeper and a volunteer for the league. Like, their whole family's dedicated. His other son, David Lykowski, used to come out and work as an umpire also. Life got a little too busy, wasn't able to keep it up. But his son, David, was one of my favorite umpires back when I played. Called good games. Very dedicated family. It's game time, people. Both of these teams on the MBBA stream for the first time ever. At least I don't remember the Tigers having been on before.
Taking a pass. And just over the top. And he knocks it out into left, a line drive, dropping midfield. Ronald coming over to grab it, but that's going to be a run for Matthew.
So the Boston Strong, they're a newer team. This is their, I want to say, their third World Series. And they've been going through different pitchers and bringing in new young players. So it's, you know, it's like other teams. It's taken them a while to get off the ground. But yesterday they beat the Sirens 10-1, and that was their highest scoring game in their franchise history, laying that 10 spot. So they were pretty excited about that.
Brings Joe up to the plate and a switch of pitchers, it looks like.
There's a lot of new players on the Strong team, but some of their players, including their team leaders, are guys that played with the Renegades, and Joey B is one of those players that used to play with the Renegades.
No outs, play. Set, ready ball.
Taking a pass.
Here we go, 23, here we go.
Set, ready ball.
And just over the top of the swing.
Hey, relax, Joe. Relax, kid. Set, ready ball.
Just barely underneath.
Timing's perfect.
And he taps it right over the top of his head, right up the middle. Ronald coming over to get it, and that's not going to be Ronald. He slid in front of him. He did get the run. Oh, wait. Are they calling that out? Yeah, that's an out.
Calling in and out.
23.
55. Larry Reed with that one.
Larry Reed making a play deep.
Slid all the way over from left.
Talked about the Tigers being one of our oldest franchises at this point. Larry Reed's been with them from the beginning. Helped start the team, and he's kept this team rolling for over 30 years now.
Joe Quintanilla.
Faces, please. You have one out. Play. Set. Ready ball.
Taking a pass. I've seen so far all of them have taken that first pitch.
Joe Q, also a player from the Renegades.
Set. Ready ball.
Just underneath.
He, along with Darren Black, the designated fielder, they both play with the Renegades, and they had a lot to do with starting this Strong team. They've been the team leaders.
Set. Ready ball.
And smashes it out into left. Foul. Just narrowly missing third base.
175 in the air!
Matt, it's so small over here. Do not come over here unless you're batting, okay? Thank you.
Sure can. Check the bases again, please. Counts 1 and 2. Play. Give it up. Set. Ready ball.
And smashes it out into left about midway. And Larry scrambling for that. And he's not going to have it in time. He's kind of fumbling that around, and that is going to be a run for Joe.
Yes, needs to be made up for my slowness.
2-0 top of the first. 1 out on the Strong.
It's a good start for the Strong. As I mentioned, you know, they're new. They've had I don't know how many pitchers are on their roster this year, but they've had 2-3 pitchers they've been working with over the last couple of years, and they've struggled offensively. But in this one, they've come out. Even their one out was a deep put out in deep left field, so they're out. They've come right out making contact. It's a good start for the Strong. Strong start.
Strong.
Pun intended.
Chris Nagel.
Set. Ready, ball.
Bouncing short little grounder. Let's see if it makes it fair. It's on the left coming up. And he's going to get it in time. He's gone over the top of it. And he's going to be safe. Chris Nagel. Darnell just not quite getting that in time. Gianna.
I don't know what they've got in the water in Massachusetts, but both Boston teams are very you know, they got a lot of energy.
Vocal?
Yeah. I mean, personally, I like it. They're fun to be
baseball,
around.
man. You
Yeah,
can't just
they're
be all quiet.
Fun to be around.
Gianna Griffith.
Base check, please.
We have the Women of Our League game coming up Friday.
Set. Ready. Pitch.
Strike one.
Just underneath.
I was asked to draft one of the teams. I drafted Gianna. So I want to see a good showing.
Ready. Pitch.
Let's do.
Just underneath.
Let this one go. Set. Ready. Pitch.
Ball.
Taking a pass. Now we've switched pictures again.
Set. Ready. Pitch.
Strike three. Full count. Only need one. Only need one. You got this.
Set. Ready. Pitch.
And a nice line drive on the left. Bouncing off Larry, and he's got it. I believe that is Larry Reed out there. There's like 4 of the outfielders out there all wearing face masks. So
Again, both of the balls they made plays on are in deep left field. Like they're poking the ball nice.
and they're getting some good hits on there. The lefty batter now, Alberto.
Hit him in the foot and then picked it up.
Yeah, that's a good start for their pitcher. I'm impressed.
Oh, switch pitchers back again.
Let's have a base check, please.
Have they already switched once?
Yeah, they've
So
switched
they're
like
using-
twice now.
Okay.
Yeah.
Get Maddie up. Get Maddie up.
They've gone and then gone back.
Okay. That's the way I remember it. And James Steyerman, good shout out, who just made the Hall of Fame last night as a pitcher.
And right up the middle, bouncing just past there, and is that is going to be out.
Really good swing.
Anyways, James, before the New York Bombers started coming back, he was helping out this Boston Strong team. So they had a few pitchers.
So that's going to send the Boston up to bat. We're 3-0 as we go to the bottom of the first. They're going to look, the Tyler Tigers are going to look like Ronald Jordan, L. Darnell Williams, Steve Mendez, Larry Reed, Rosie Reed, and Edgar Erickson. They do not have any DH or DF.
Happy to see Rosie Reed in the game.
Yeah, she was out in the field and now going to be hitting coming up here in a little bit. But first, we're going to have Ronald, lefty.
Big Ron Jordan. This man's got a big bat, big lefty. Got a few home runs under his belt. Been a great power hitter in this league for a long time.
No, I'm just trying to. I think this is our field DF, Darren Black.
Defense ready?
That's like bicycle pedaling with your hands there.
How are they doing more like
Just
that?
straight up and down, yeah.
I like mine better. Shut up, Taylor.
Set. Ready. Ball.
And nice high pop up out into right. Dropping Chris Nagel almost dropping right underneath him. He's scrambling for it. That's going to be a run for Ronald.
Tyler on the board. 3-1 game now here in the first. Tigers just getting their first up.
L. Darnell Williams.
I was talking to El Darnell before the game. This is going to be his final World Series as a player. Hanging
His
up.
final one, huh?
And he's got a lot of them under
was
his
like, yeah,
belt.
he's been playing ever
He's been
since
playing since back when I started. He's tougher. He kept playing though. I hung up my cleats
Hung him up, huh? Did you
just to work
coat
with
him in
you.
gold?
El Darnell back in the 90s. God, shoot, I'm pretty sure he got the ball company Wilson to work with him on a basketball with a bell in it, and they created a little beeping mechanism that you could put up on a rim. And he had a little business going of selling these, the accessible basketballs. I always wanted to get one, never did.
Set. Ready. Ball.
Nice short pop up right into center short. Matthew DeBrygert and Gianna both headed for that. And Gianna is going to have that
I've been hearing good things about Gianna on defense. Gianna and Matt up front form a nice, formidable pair
nice wall.
for this strong team.
Oh, okay.
out. Steve Mendez.
With a bang, baby.
We wanted, Darnell.
Ah, bang.
That ain't the one we supposed to.
Yeah. Good morning, brother.
Al Darnell's been doing it for this league for a long time. So salute to him as he's going to hang it up at the end of this year.
Ready, batter? Yes, sir. Let's check the bases. We have one out. Play. Swing.
Set. Ready. Ball.
Strike one.
Well,
Just underneath. Steve's got one black and one red sock.
set. Ready. Ball.
And just a little bit early.
Take a deep breath. Set. Ready. Ball.
Taking a pass.
1 and 2.
Let me know when you're gonna do that, Steve. Set. Ready. Ball.
And early swing.
We have a full count.
Swinging early, you got it.
I got you, bud.
Did you see?
That's right.
Set. Ready. Ball.
And that's going to be an out for Steve. That is 2 on the Tigers. Larry Reed up.
I have no doubt that if the Strong make a play here and come in with a 3-1 lead at the end of the first inning, that's something they would be very happy with.
Are you ready, Larry? Bases. We have 2 outs. Play.
Me and you,
Larry lefty.
set, ready, ball.
Bouncing little grounder over on the right. Gianna coming up on it as he runs for third. She's already on top of it. Got it. Gianna. That is going to be 3 for the Tigers. They end up with only 1 run, so it is 3-1 as we get ready to head to the top of the second. And you received kind of a pretty cool little tactile gift that we were talking about yesterday there from Chicago Lighthouse Group.
Yeah, we've been talking about these students that Sammy Smoka is working with over at the Chicago Lighthouse, and I've been I guess kind of generic about it because I've been encouraging people to go to the hospitality room and check it out, but it's too late. There's nothing left in the hospitality room because they've all been handed out to each individual team. So these kids at the Lighthouse of artwork made a version of a beep baseball and of a bat, and they made it doing it tactile so that somebody like myself who's totally blind could feel the whole design. And the Sirens got a ball and a bat, and they were kind enough to let me bring it over to the field and be able to share it here with everybody on the stream. But shout out to those kids. It's really cool what they did. Thank you for your contribution to this 50th anniversary World Series.
Every incredible play you're seeing today started long before the players took the field. Playing at the highest level requires preparation, determination, opportunity, and the belief in what's possible. The Chicago Lighthouse practices these qualities every day for people who are blind, visually impaired, disabled, and veterans. As proud sponsors of the 50th Beep Baseball World Series, we celebrate the athletes on this field and the limitless potential they represent. The Chicago Lighthouse, lighting up human potential.
And back up with Matthew for the Boston Strong. Again, it's a 3-1 game here.
Set, ready, ball.
Taking a pass.
Set, ready, ball.
And rolling foul right behind to the scorekeeper. And actually our base runner, base operator, caught that on the bounce up off of the ground in the chair. So.
Set, ready, ball.
And foul again, this time to our camera.
I got it.
Ooh, gotta protect those cameras.
Thank you.
Set, ready, ball.
Here we go, Matt. Here we go, Matt. That was a good swing, Jess.
Set, ready, ball.
And a line drive up the middle. Ronald going after it just past his fingertips. And that's going to be another run for Matthew.
Matthew 2 for 2. I came in talking about how good he is on defense, and guys already got 2 runs on the board.
Brings Joe up. He's got some, he's also wearing high tops. There are some bright orange Nikes there.
I told you at one point I wore high tops when I played. I never found all these bright, fancy colors. I never had that many choices.
It's a world of color now, apparently. Mismatched socks, the brighter, these bright batting gloves.
The bright ankle sleeves, as you call them.
But they were. He had actually red socks on and then bright.
Okay.
Set, ready, ball.
Ball.
Like some kind of sleeve or compression for your calves
Yeah, I
or
was
something.
wondering if it's some kind of compression thing.
Set, ready, ball.
And just underneath.
Hate to sound like 1,000 years old, but they didn't have all that stuff when I played Rosita. That's through the uniform on.
Set. Ready ball.
And it's going to be foul far on the
We didn't want that one. We want it.
Yeah, it was all black and white when we grew up, Neil.
Hmm?
It was all black and white world when we
Yeah.
grew up. Uphill in the snow both ways, barefoot, yeah.
That's not that
Inaccurate.
it's not that untrue for me. Like I had eyesight till I was 10, but you know, I went blind in 1979. The world was still pretty, not totally black and white.
Black and white, yeah.
But there's still a lot of, the only TV I had in my room was a black and white TV, tube TV. Took about 10 minutes to turn on.
Get warmed up.
Yeah.
Rabbit ear antenna.
My brother and I would go in my room to watch the Dukes of Hazzard, but we'd have to go on like in about 15 minutes early to turn the TV on, so it'd be working in time.
Ball off his leg.
Joey B at the plate. Hit one to deep left that Larry Reed snagged in the first.
Set. Ready ball.
And this one's going in the right. Ronald's just past Ronald. He kind of ran the wrong way. Now he's backtracking. It's going to be too late as Joe stumbles over third, taking them up to 5. 5-1, top of the second. No outs yet on the strong. Looking strong. Joe Q comes up to the plate. Chris Nagel running in place and doing high knee steps there over in the batter circle.
So the MBBA has been pushing these 50th anniversary shirts. I'm actually wearing one today. But the Boston Strong actually came up with their own alternative anniversary shirt that they've been selling on their own. If you see them around the hotel, want to pick one of the alternative anniversary shirts up, they're donating half the proceeds to the league, which is pretty cool.
Taking a pass. Just
Set. Ready ball.
and just barely nicking that.
Right on it, Joe. Contact.
Set. Ready ball.
And it's going to be foul on the left over to the Tiger bench.
Full count.
Set. Ready ball.
And a bouncing grounder short on the right. Del Darnell coming up on top of it a little bit closer. He's knocked it with his knees. Oh, he stumbled it, and he's recovered it out. L. Darnell Williams with that one.
Just by the fact that L. Darnell was playing way back when I was playing, like in the early years of my career. Obviously, he's not a young man out there, but especially back in the 90s, that was one of the best defensive players out there in the day. I know he still got his skills. He almost fumbled that one away, but
The grass is still just a little bit damp this morning. It is cooler. We had some mist, a little bit of very light rain this morning. Oh, we're going to go double confer here.
one of my favorite teams to play against during my career was a team called the Chicago Cobras. They probably only lasted about 6 years or so, but they had some great players. Hoodlum from the Comets, L. Darnell, Dan Green, who unfortunately we just lost recently, DeStefano. The team that Chad Perry from the comments, he and his brother started pitching for. They were 19 and 16. Their dad, Steve Perry, played on that team. But really, they started their team like 2 years before we started the Dogs. And even though our two teams ended up having a big rival at the time, called Stans,
Okay.
even though we had a big rival, and at the time we honestly kind of hated each other. We modeled the Dogs after the Chicago Cobras because they were just blue collar, tough, just played hard defense. You know, they just showed up and gave everything they had, and that's what we wanted to be.
We could all strive to be. Chris Nagel.
So let's hear the bases. Great. Let's play. 1 out. Coach.
Set. Ready ball.
Just over the top of the
All right,
swing.
Chris Nagel. Here we go.
Set. Ready ball.
Short little pop-up. Let's see if that stays fair. Yep, Al Darnell's coming up on top of it. And he's got him again.
Yeah, those
2 outs.
the sure hands of L. Darnell Williams right there. I just got an answer to a question I've been asking myself. So Karen Nagel is also on the team, and I've been assuming they're related. And I was wondering, I'm not going to assume they're married. Maybe they're brother and sister. You know, I didn't know, but I just heard good job, sweetheart. So I don't think they're brother and sister, Rosie.
Probably not.
Nice contact, Chris.
It's Gianna.
Defense ready. Thank you.
I'm impressed with Gianna.
Let's test the bases.
She's got a couple sure-handed putouts, plus she stroked one to left
2 outs.
field.
Play.
Set. Ready. Pitch.
Foul ball.
Foul. Right underneath the scorekeeper.
So in the Wool game on Friday, there's the women of our league exhibition. There's a blue team and a purple team. I drafted the blue team, and I did draft Gianna. Had I seen her play more, I would have drafted her much higher.
And short grounder out into left. Steve on top of that. And that's Steve.
All right, Steve
Mendez.
Mendez.
That is going to be 3.
Yeah, they put 2 more on the board though. Now they lead 5-1 going to the bottom of the second.
5-1 heading to the bottom of the second. And let me just mention some of our 2026 World Series sponsors. We have DuPage Sports Commission and Aurora Sports Alliance. We have the Delta Gamma Foundation. We have RefQuest, Primo Brands, Schnucks, Glenn Capek in loving memory of Jim Capek, our Chicago Lighthouse for the Blind, Glenview Lions Club, Beep Kickball Foundation, DNA Vibe. Got some of their stuff last night. John Parker and Peter Cancro. And talking about Peter,
Yeah.
man, for those if you have not been on social media or were not here, had a short little video from Peter last night donating, what was it, $200,000?
$200,000, the largest donation by I think $150,000 that the MBBA
you heard
has.
that correct.
has-
200,000.
Yeah, that's the largest donation the MBBA has ever received. Thank you so much. He's the one that's been making the Jersey Mike sandwiches happen, and that's been a beautiful thing and a generous donation that he's been making. But oh my goodness, thank you, Peter.
Rosie Reed.
Wife of Larry Reed, the two of them run the Tyler Tigers.
Set. Ready. Ball.
And just underneath,
Rosie Reed's got a pretty good swing. She's not playing in the Women of Our League game this year, and I was disappointed because I would have drafted her. She got a good bat.
Set. Ready. Ball.
and right on the left, Matthew Ovitz just past his feet though, and Chris Nagel coming up on top of it, and he's got it.
Ah.
Chris Nagel for that put out.
Good hit, Rosie. Edgar.
Yeah, Edgar Erickson, I'm not sure why he's not with New York since they're here. He and a few other players from the New York area have been playing with the Tigers whenever New York didn't come. But with the Bombers here, I'm surprised Edgar's still playing with the Tigers. I guess he wants to stay with the people that took him in.
Left-hand batter.
Edgar the Tiger Erickson.
Hey, we have one out. Let's play.
Yeah, you good right there.
I think that's the way I have him in my phone also. Edgar the Tiger.
Set. Ready. Ball.
Just over the top.
Relax. You're ahead of me. Relax. Take a deep breath. EQ. Set. Ready. Ball.
Just over the top again.
Okay, show me your swing. Stay right there.
Never a good sign when the pitcher has to ask you to show you a swing again. Obviously, he's not doing his swing quite right.
Ready. Ball.
And just over the top.
Set. Ready. Ball.
Right.
Yeah, that's going to be... Yep.
That's going to bring Ronald Jordan back to the plate. He scored the only run so far for the Tigers.
One bat. One bat. Yeah, fly ball in the 3. G, be ready. Lefty, Darryl. Darren.
Okay, Irish.
All right, defense ready.
Magic T enjoying the Boston area, the Massachusetts accent.
Let's test the bases, please.
Yeah, you have an accent too.
We have 2 outs. Play.
Ooh, you got an accent, Neil. Use it to your advantage.
Taylor not understanding that just because she speaks like she's from Minnesota,
And sharp pop-up foul.
she thinks everybody talks like they're in Minnesota.
All right. Set. Ready. Ball.
And it's going to be foul on the right.
You ready, son? Stop. Swing, Aaron. Look the difference.
Darren Black had headed out over to get that.
Actually, I've never understood it since I'm from California. A lot of people have told me I sound like I'm Southern.
Yes,
Yeah,
that's what I
I do.
thought.
people
Y'all-
tell me that
y'all
too when
don't-
I get that Ozark accent going on.
Yeah.
Hillbilly.
Y'all don't know real Southern.
You sound like it.
Oh.
My father would be appalled.
Coolest hillbilly ever.
Yeah, at least I got cool there. So yeah.
I thought she was talking about me.
No.
Ah.
Ball.
You just sound like
And it's a nice pop up and deep left. Joe B running after it. He's going to scramble for it. Oh, Ronald missed the bait. Oh, he must have caught it with his fingertips.
Attaboy, Joe.
Has the umpire made a call?
And he said he was safe.
Oh, okay. Okay.
But I don't think Ronald didn't think he touched it. This guy-
Yeah. Honestly, whether you touch it or not, the players always gotta pretend they did. You should never say, "I don't think I touched it."
Well, I don't think he said that, but
Okay.
the way he was acting, I don't think he thought he
no, he
did.
came crawling back.
He came crawling back and
Okay.
then tapped it. So.
Darnell's up.
That's a big man crawling to that base.
Mel Darnell up to the plate.
Boston strong 5, Ronald Jordan 2.
Yeah.
Thank you. Pretty better. Now let's test the bases. Whoa! Base check, please. 2 outs still. Play.
Give it me, Donnell. Set. Ready. Ball.
Strike.
And down a little low.
Stay right there, Donnell. Here we go, right here. Set. Ready. Ball.
Strike 2.
And just underneath again.
It's on me, Donnell. Stay right there. Set. Ready. Ball.
3 strikes.
And just underneath.
Set. Ready. Ball.
And that's going to be out for Darnell. 3
3
out.
outs. So for the second inning in a row, the Boston Strong have won the inning. They won the first one 3-1. They win the second one 2-1. This is a really good trend for this young Boston Strong team. If they could keep this going and pull this off, this, in my opinion, would be the most significant win of their young franchise career.
I have the Strong heading back on in 5-2, heading to the top of the third. A little bit. Then Ronald there for the Tigers. He's not been the sole person on defense, so not quite like Rich Schultz was.
Yeah, that's true. It was the complete Richie show. And, you know, shout out Richie Schultz, inducted into the Hall of Fame last night. Gio from the comments. Stan Griffin from the Cleveland Scrappers. Great defensive player. There's one more. I don't want to butcher his name. We need to get a list of everybody that got inducted. Kevin Barrett went in as a pitcher. James went in as a pitcher. We were talking about him a little while ago.
Alberto Moreno up to the plate, lefty. We have another ball back here under the table. They're still trying to put a pin in. Quite loud to our left.
What you hear is the old ball still going. Can't get a pin in it.
It's actually a pretty good ball. Why is that the old ball? Leave it in.
Leave it till they kill it.
Yeah, night.
I knew as soon as I smoked it, help out.
See, listen to the ball they're using now. That's not any better than the ball they just turned
Well,
off.
they're covering it right
Oh,
now.
okay. Yeah, I do got to keep in mind the pitchers often cover the speaker. Which makes sense. Drive them crazy to hold it all day, beeping loud.
Beeping. That beeping ball.
Set. Ready. Ball.
Now a little high, a little bit late on that swing.
When you swing, kid.
Set. Ready. Ball.
Strike 2. You're good, Roberto. Deep breath.
Set. Ready. Ball.
And just a little high and on the inside of the bat.
Set. Ready. Ball. Ball.
Taking a pass.
Come on, Alberto.
Set. Ready. Ball.
And just over the top, that's going to be out. Starting back over with Matthew.
Matthew 2 for 2 in this game already. Helping the Strong jump out to this 5-2 lead.
Defense is ready. We're waiting for you. You ready? Okay, let's check the bases. You have one out. Let's play.
Set, ready, ball.
It's taking a pass.
Here we go, Matt. Here we go.
Go, Maddie.
Gotta swing away now. You only get to let one ball go by. They're asking for another new ball.
Other sound.
As I said, okay, now they're
Yeah,
good.
thank you. I was confused. I was like, oh my goodness. That's
Just
not a
got that
bad.
one.
It's not a bad ball.
Set, ready, ball.
And just underneath.
Great swing, guys. Great swing, kid. You're right there, guys.
I'm friends with most of the players that are out there on the field, so I say this in jest, but it's possible.
Set, ready, ball.
Just
It's
over the
possible
top.
since a lot of them are close to my age. Maybe their hearing's not quite as good as it was at one point.
Try that hearing booth.
Set, ready, ball.
Oh, just barely nicked it.
Have you gone by the hearing booth?
No, but I'm tempted to.
I
I've
want
just
to.
been so busy.
Yeah,
but-
yeah. No, I'm with you. Same thing. I want to though.
Set, ready, ball.
Strike. Here's 2 out.
Well, he's not 3 for 3.
The Strong team's a fun team.
And
I
Joey B.
think. So 2 quick outs for the Strong after having a couple good innings, both strikeouts. Don't like to see that
Come on, Joey.
trend.
Okay, you ready? Base check, please. We have 2 outs. Play.
Set, ready, ball.
Taking a pass.
See if Joey B can pick them up.
Set, ready, ball.
And bouncing grounder up the middle. Darnell getting down. It's gone underneath his arm. And let's see Edgar coming up on top of it as well as left. That's going to be a run for Joey B. Taking them to 6-2. Top of the third, 2 outs. And Joe Q coming up to the plate.
Gotcha, Joe Q. Mr. B, I see you. Way to pick us up. There we go, baby. Go. Come on. Keep it rolling, 5. Keep it rolling, 5. Let's go. Umpire's not even here. Let them get excited.
Joe Q, the head coach of the Strong. Player coach.
Defense is ready. Ready, Joe? Base check. Still 2 outs. Play. Yeah.
Set, ready, ball.
Strike.
Just underneath.
Right there. Swinging. Absolutely.
Set, ready, ball.
Ball.
And taking a pass.
Take Joe.
Set, ready, ball.
Rush 2.
Just over the top.
Let's go. Smooth, Joe. Come on. What's the count? 1 ball, 2 strikes.
Set, ready, ball.
And just underneath. just underneath. That's going to be an out. 3 outs.
Hey, let's win the inning, guys.
You don't like to see that when a team's got momentum and they're playing well. All 3 outs for strikeouts, and again, you're just making it easy for the defense. I know nobody's striking out on purpose. They want to make contact, but it's tough to keep the momentum going. That the strikeouts take a lot out of you.
It does make it rough. But thank you, Glenview Lions. Since 1949, they've been serving with a purpose. And this year, in summer, they're proud to sport the World Series of Beep Baseball, where athletes with vision loss compete at a high level. It's fast, powerful, and shows what true determination looks like. For 75 years, the Glenview Lions have been serving our community with sight and hearing programs, humanitarian support, and hands-on service. Today, they're cheering on every player and celebrating a future where everyone can participate and compete and thrive. Thank you, Glenview Lions.
Indeed. Thank you.
So we have a short timeout. Not sure what that is on.
Somebody's adjusting their blindfold. But they started, when you ask for a timeout to adjust your blindfold, you're supposed to turn around. They got the timeout and just started adjusting it, so the umpire had to give them some guidance. Always have to turn away from home plate when you're adjusting your blindfold.
Millers are winning 5-0 currently, and Panthers 2-1 over the Chaos currently.
Millers are playing the Sirens, right? They're up 5-0.
Joey B still turned around backwards to the field, as well as several of them are actually. Not sure what the
I think he
time.
said if someone's coming, he needs to go to the bathroom. Umpire relief, he said.
Gotcha.
I can go out there, probably. I'm just kidding.
Dual duty.
Yeah.
The new umpire rule is if you knock over a
Tony,
camera.
who's winning? Left or right?
Steve Mendez just waiting patiently, one knee down at home plate.
I admit this was something I hated as a player, like long timeouts, long breaks during the game. Like once they say play ball, I just want the game to keep moving.
Keep going, yeah. Also, some more thanks out there for West Aurora High School, who played our national anthem at the opening ceremonies. For Seeable Future, everybody who donated to our Sponsor a Ball campaign, as well as the Chicago Cubs and the White Sox for all our beat baseballs. And Dave Campbell also donated the printing of our World Series program. So thank you to all of those sponsors, and also a great big thank you to all our volunteers. You know, we talked about how long the Lykowskis have been doing this, but, you know, also the community, you know, having volunteers come in, help us with base judges, running water, and just all the help that helps make putting on this 6-day tournament World Series possible. So thank you. If you're out here, thank you.
We cannot do this tournament without volunteers. It's been a 5-day tournament. This year's first year to become a 6-day tournament. There's 21 teams here playing all day long. We got 3 time slots, 8, 11, and 2. We need about 100 volunteers on the field at all times to make all of it happen. There's, I believe, coming in on the sign-up sheet, there's like 500 slots for volunteers that we need to fill in every single year to make this happen. So all of you that come through and make this happen, thank you so much.
Was a strike. Ball just over the bat for Steve.
Here we go. Me and you, Steve. Set. Ready. Ball.
Strike two.
I also got to say, because I loved it so much, that marching band played more than the national anthem. They put on a little concert for us, and I was singing, dancing. I loved all of it.
Set. Ready. Ball.
Ball.
Just nicking the edge of that. Good music right at the beginning to get everybody all
Yeah,
jazzed
they
up
had
and ready
everybody.
to
I
go.
wasn't doing it by myself. They had everybody singing. It was awesome.
No, it was just you, Neil. I'm just kidding.
Any chance I'm going to get my water today?
Pop up foul on the left. He's waiting for the opportune time.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Oh,
That's
wait.
what I get.
I'm like a snake. I wait for the right time to strike.
6-2, bottom of the third. No outs yet. Steve Mendez at the plate for the Tigers.
Thank you, Taylor from Minnesota.
And a bouncing grounder on the left is past Matthew. Joey B coming up on top of it. And he's going to be safe. That is a run for Steve Mendez. Steve joins Ronald up on the board.
Yeah, down. They were down 6-2. Jordan's going to need some help for them to fight their way back into it. Obviously, they're not out of it, but pull the score a little closer. Nice run by Steve.
Larry Reed up. Steve also wearing some black and white high tops.
See that? I get black and white, bright yellow, bright orange.
Pastel pink. It's what makes the world go around.
And more colors better.
Variety is the spice of life.
More colors better for everybody. The world was too much black and white over time. Give all the colors some love.
Set. Ready. Ball.
Strike one.
Set. Ready. Ball.
Just nicking it.
Set. Ready. Ball.
And a short little grounder. He almost ran for third. He's headed for first. Gianna coming up on top of it. She's at the ball, and she's got it.
I love how much confidence she plays with. Like, she sounds, when she gets to the ball, she doesn't sound surprised or excited. She sounds confident and strong. Boston strong. I love it.
Rosie Reed up to the plate.
My earliest memory of the Tigers is from, I believe this was their second tournament. It might have been their first, though, in 1995. We were in Denver, Colorado. And again, they were a brand new team just trying to get in the world of beat baseball. They coming from Tyler, Texas. That's east of Dallas. They rented like one big van, brought the whole team in that van all the way to Colorado. The hotel. Played their games and left. Back then we didn't have placement games.
Ready. Ball.
Ball a little high.
They played their round robin. Next day they lost their 2 games in the championship round. Piled back in that van and everybody drove home.
They did what they came for. They played some ball.
How many people are that dedicated to play though? You know? I just don't know how they got by all staying in 2 rooms.
Ready. Ball.
It's called indoor camping out.
Had to have been like a clown car when they came out of there. How many people coming out of that room?
Set. Ready. Ball.
Foul on the left.
Set. Ready. Ball.
And good poke right down the middle. Matthew trying to slide over to it, but it's... And Chris Nagel is going to have that. 2 outs. I think the Tigers thought that they were done. They were getting ready to head on the field. Okay. Pitcher heading back out onto the... I was like, where are they all done?
Kind of hard start 2-out rally if you had to go up back out to the field. So 6-3, 2 down here in the bottom of the third.
Edgar Erickson coming up.
Edgar the Tiger. So the Tigers, the higher seed. Certainly the more experienced team. This really, so far, you know, we got halfway to go at least.
Okay, let's play the bases.
But so far, that's a really good start for the Boston Strong.
Step up a little bit more. Okay.
Edgar, a left-handed batter.
All right, yeah. Set. Ready. Ball.
Taking the pass.
Set. Ready. Ball.
Bouncing grounder on the right. Gianna coming up on top of it. She's bumped it with her hand. Oh, and now with her knee, she's bumped it away. And that's going to be a run for Edgar. Takes them 6-4. And Ronald back up to the plate.
We'll see how this plays out. But with 2 outs, when you have a play like that, if the Tigers go on a run here, that play right there is going to be remembered. I've talked before about this game being a game of giveaway, takeaway, and that was a giveaway right there. Gianna, you know, she's young, she's still gaining experience, and even an experienced player is going to have, you know, plays like that. But she's usually very sure-handed. She's shown us, and she gave that one away.
Let's try the bases.
See if the Tigers could take advantage.
Still 2 outs. Play. Next play.
All right. Set. Ready. Ball.
Foul.
We fouled tip just a little late swing.
Ready, defense. Double hit.
Yesterday we saw Miguel Tello come over and make a great play out in the outfield where he took a run away. This one we're witnessing the other side.
Ready. Ball.
Pop up right into midfield. Matthew coming back over to get a hold of that. And that's going to be a safe. Woo! 6-5 now. Only trailing by 1. They do have 2 outs. Al Darnell coming up to the plate.
Strong defense, their side of it. They gotta find a way to put an end to this little run the Tigers are on. But The Tigers, on their side of it, they need to build on this momentum. They got an opportunity, an extra opportunity, a couple plays ago. They need to take advantage of it.
All right, 2 outs, still play.
Here's your Donnell.
Yep.
Set. Ready? Ball.
Right.
Just underneath.
Set. Ready? Ball.
And a grounder on the right past Gina's hands. Chris Nagel's coming over to get a hold of it, and he's got it.
Ah, he makes the play.
That is going to be 6-5 as we finish out the third inning. Strong holds their one run lead here as they come up to bat.
Boston did a good job, though, of limiting the damage, because with that play, you know, that's a play that Griffin easily could have had, and Boston should have came in, you know, hitting with a 6-3 lead. But with that becoming a run, then Jordan coming up and getting another run, you know, you never know where that's going to stop. So Boston did a good job of limiting the damage and maintaining their lead as they flip it to the top of the fourth.
And if you've been listening to our streams this week, we appreciate it. And be on the lookout for on Saturday, the championship game will be televised on the ISC. Thank you to Glenn Capek in memory of his father, Jim Capek, for a large donation to help make that possible. And just a little bit about Jim.
You know, I've been talking, you know, a lot about the Lykowskis. You know, like there's a whole stream. You know, John, his wife, both their sons, the daughter-in-law, that just decades of dedication to this sport. Jim Capek brought them to the sport. He introduced John and Karen to beat baseball back in 1978. And they've been with the game since 1978. You never know when you introduce somebody to this game if they're going to stick or fall in love with it, like people like you and I have. And when you got people like Jim Capek going around and promoting the sport and telling people to come out and try this, like that's how this game builds. And Jim Capek was the epitome of that.
No, I don't want to do the second base run. Put it where they ain't.
Chris with his light blue batting gloves, saying he did not want a second base run.
Attention, please. Your announcer is here. For the Tyler Tigers, number 20 is now in for number 33, and number 16 is in for number 24. There is a defense now. We're at the top of the fourth inning. Is the defense ready?
Yeah.
Ready, better.
Colby is in for
Ready for the
Rosie.
bases?
And I didn't catch the other one. I'll catch it as it comes up.
I'm not one to correct John Lykowski very often, but he's the umpire. We're the announcers.
1 for 33.
1 for 33.
Hold on. That's not what this scorekeeper had. Come over here, please.
My brain didn't register that right away. Like number 1 going in for number 33. I thought you were giving us somebody's batting stats. I got 1 run and 33 at bats. Like that's no good.
And 20 is in for.
Number 16 is in. Casey's going in for Rosie. And then
Casey's in for 5.
Colby is going in.
Urel. Okay, no Colby.
You know, their team can't quite figure it out yet, so I'm just going to let the dust settle before we try to figure it out.
Not sure who Urel's coming in for, but Casey's coming in for Rosie. He's coming in. He's coming in for somebody. I'm just not sure who. Chris standing back off a home plate as they finalize out all these substitutions here.
Okay. We're using names for a while.
Perfect.
Again, for the Tigers, Casey is going in for Rosie,
Got that.
and Yorel is going in for Edgar.
Okay.
For Edgar. Okay, so he'll be 6.
So the number 5 and number 6 hitters in the Tigers lineup both coming out.
Bases again.
Casey and Urel Harris coming in.
Chris Nagle up at bat.
Go.
Set. Ready, ball.
Strike one.
Just underneath. Casey playing mid-right and Urel short.
Set. Ready, ball.
2 strikes.
Here we go, Chris. Here we go.
Come on, Chris. 3-2. Coach.
Set. Ready, ball.
And just under.
Coach.
Set. Ready, ball.
And just underneath, that's going to be an out for Chris.
I think it's important here right now for the Strong, for Boston to put a couple runs on the board because they're the away team. Tyler's going to have the last ups, and in the 3rd inning they were able to close this down to a 1-run game. If Boston doesn't put a couple runs on the board right here, that's going to bring Tyler up in a opportunity to jump in front of this. And, you know, as we get towards the end of the game,
Switched pitchers also.
with them being with Tyler being the home team, that's going to put them in a really good position.
Set. Ready. Pitch.
And there's going to be foul on the left over into the Tiger bench.
We won it 175 in the air!
They might be a little excited.
I think this is a big inning right now for the Strong if they're going to win this game.
John resetting up with home plate.
Set. Ready. Pitch.
Taking a pass.
Gianna's gonna hit it in the air.
Set. Ready. Pitch.
And foul straight down.
175 in the air!
Full count.
Set. Ready. Pitch.
And a nice good hit out into mid-left. Larry scrambling back to get a hold of it, and she's at the base. It's
He
going to be
makes it
a
this
run
time.
for Gianna. They said they needed to get a run up on the board, and that's what she did.
At least one. That's a big run for Griffin. Nice hit. You know, she popped one out into left field in the 1st inning, and Larry Reed was able to get it. But this time she beats it out.
Alberto, lefty.
That at least ensures they're going to bring around the top of the order. Of course, they want to keep building on that, but that ensures that they're going to get back to Matthew at the top of the order.
So waiting
Those are
for
just
the
practice
sound.
swings, right?
Yeah, they're just doing some while we wait for the sound of this.
Oh, yeah.
Alberto's
So,
now
one
stepping
more.
up to the plate. Yeah. Yeah, it's
This grass,
halfway away.
this grass already short enough. They don't need to keep cutting it.
Got a cart behind us moving.
I believe that's our head umpire, Jason Price, driving away. At least I know I heard him back there talking. Not head umpire of the game, but head umpire of our whole umpire crew.
Which, great big shout out and thank you to all those umpires.
3, 2, 1, breathe. Are we better? Breathe.
We talk about families being involved. Jason Price, the son of Kemp Price,
Yes, you are.
who's been an umpire since at least the early 90s that I know of. Jason Price became an umpire. He's now the head umpire of the whole organization. His son Jaden Price involved now umpiring.
Strike one.
Just over the top of the swing.
This is a family game, Rosina.
Family. You'll see the same names repeated.
This is a family game.
Set. Ready, ball.
And just over the top. Sometimes you'll see those family names on the same team. Sometimes you'll see them on opposing
That
teams.
is true.
Stepping way back off.
Oh, really?
So.
Wait, hold on.
He's back up to home plate.
Here's good, right? Coach. Set. Ready, ball.
And a bouncing grounder up the middle, just past fair. Darnell coming up on it. It's behind him. He's going to get a hold of it, and he's got it.
No, close.
Hey, Alberto, way to put the ball in play, brother.
Let's go hold the score at 7-5. 2 down as we get to the top of the order for the Boston Strong.
7-5. Matty B back up. Has been pretty vocal over here on his team sidelines. Very colorful.
Turn the base a little bit.
Heard him referred to a couple of the people kind of calling him the Mad Hatter because he's bouncing around everywhere, kind of just never slows down, keeps going, doesn't get tired.
Turn it a little bit
He's
more.
young. No reason for him to get
That's
tired.
it. From the top, clockwise. Top look. That looks good. Thank you.
I think you can step in. I don't want Maddie.
Come on, Maddie.
Something I had to learn over the years because I always played with a lot of energy. I was always very vocal. I was always my team's kind of vocal leader, at least one of them. And when I was younger, I played for over 20 years. When I was younger, it was easy. As I got older, like it
Not
takes
so easy.
it takes a lot out of you.
Got it. Coach. Set. Ready, ball.
Taking a pass.
Here we go. Robbie, feel like he's a crop man. Go. Set. Ready, ball.
Oh,
Oh.
and he catches him in the upper thigh.
Good kid. Good thing you work out.
You say you got him
Nice
in the
timing,
thigh?
Matthew.
Yeah,
You got it.
upper thigh,
You got
yeah.
it.
Right up the middle.
That'll probably leave a nice bruise.
I'm pretty sure.
You ready then?
Yep.
You good? Sure?
Yeah.
That's my son.
Ah, more family connection.
Bill, one ball, no strike.
Set. Ready, ball.
And just over the top.
Relax, kid. Relax. 1-1.
Set. Ready, ball.
Strike 2.
Yeah. You're good. You're good.
Where you were.
2 outs on the Strong.
Now take a breath. Good call. Get me up.
Tell him to calm down.
See you. Yeah, right there. Set. Ready, ball.
And boom, just inside on the right. It is way out of there as he sprints down
What a
like
hit.
a racehorse out of the gate to third.
What a
That
hit.
is Matty.
Went opposite field and he stroked it.
Now that was maybe a foot, maybe in 18 inches at the most, just inside. the first baseline. That was excellent placement. Not sure if that was intended, but it sure looked good.
You knew that off the bat, though. Like that was solid contact right there. Good hit from Matthew.
That's what I'm talking about, bro. Way it bounce back.
Joey B back up to the plate.
They're
with
doing
his-
what I told you I thought they had to do. They needed to put a couple more on the board. They couldn't go out there 6-5 as the away team.
being pitched to by his son.
We can cheer our guys on. Here we go, Joey B. Let's go, Cowboy!
I think there might be another substitution going on. See both teams coming up to the head scorekeeper.
Base check again. Oh, she's still there's still a scorekeeping issue. We're ready. Base check. We got 2 outs, guys. 2 outs. Okay, there's 2 outs. Play.
Set, ready, ball.
Ball.
Here we go, 2-3, here we go.
Good timing, 2-3. You're right on it.
Set, ready, ball.
Right? Good timing.
So good. You're open a little bit. Yeah. Set, ready, ball.
That's going to be foul far on the right. And I said he was lively.
You know, I wasn't getting that before. Now I understand. You say you didn't want that one because it doesn't go 175, 175 for a home run.
No.
So our first game, third batter of the game, 3 strikes, 2 outs, 175. 2 runs.
Let's play.
In the air.
In the World Series this week?
Yeah. The Bayou City Heat, the third batter.
Oh yeah, Alex
Alex.
Gonzalez. I got you. I thought somebody from your team hit one.
Set, ready, ball.
And it's going to be on the right. That's going to be foul.
Line, Haga. Nice job, Joey. Way to pull that ball. No, we do not like that. It's not 175.
Yeah, so I guess that comes from we've talked about Alex Gonzalez of the Heat hitting the first home run of the tournament, and it was against this team, so that's where they started that, I guess.
All right, go. Here we go. Full count. Play. Yeah. Let's check the bases again.
Why not? Sounds like fun.
Make sure they're working right.
Too much. You're good. Set, ready, ball.
And it's going to pop up foul on the right again, right into the Boston bench.
Hit it the other way!
Joey B, you play too much. Hit it fair.
And the air!
Yeah. Set, ready, ball.
Right.
Just
Unlucky. All right, okay.
That is going to be 3 for the Strong, making it an 8-5 game as we head to the bottom of the 4th.
Let's go.
And there's lighthouse programs all across the U.S. and they do tons of programs But right now, we're saying a great big thank you to Chicago Lighthouse for everything they have done for our 2026 World Series.
Every incredible play you're seeing today started long before the players took the field. Playing at the highest level requires preparation, determination, opportunity, and the belief in what's possible. The Chicago Lighthouse practices these qualities every day for people who are blind, visually impaired, disabled, and veterans. As proud sponsors of the 50th Beep Baseball World Series, we celebrate the athletes on this field and the limitless potential they represent. The Chicago Lighthouse, lighting up human potential.
Once again, we are here at the Stewart Sports Complex in Aurora, Illinois for the 2026 World Series for Beep Baseball. It is Wednesday morning. This is the Tyler Tigers versus the Boston Strong. We're heading into the bottom of the fourth. It is an 8-5 game. Boston Strong leading.
As we get into the second half of the game, it's going to be both important for the Tigers to keep putting runs on the board and staying with Boston, but it's also the time if they're if they want to win this game, they got to find a way to start winning the innings and getting out in front.
Steve Mendez.
Ready, ball.
And it's going to be foul on the left.
Mendez has one run in so far, scored their third run.
Started that nice run they had the last inning.
What a throw, Joey. Okay. We ready? Let's go.
Set, ready, ball.
And it's going to be foul on the left.
Got foul both sides.
Let's go. Tell me what you need from me. I got you. I'm with you.
Ball making its way back in. Elsie Hackett, pitcher for the Tigers.
Been their pitcher forever.
Okay, go. 2 strikes.
Set, ready, ball.
And just underneath the swing. Yeah, Steve really gets down, knees bent. Really crouched down when he gets ready for this.
Set, ready, ball.
And just over the top, it's going to be out number 1.
One out! One out!
Larry Reed.
Left-handed!
Larry Road.
Larry Road.
Gonna put Casey on deck. We haven't seen Casey hit yet, I don't believe. Did he hit in the last
No, he
game?
did not. He
Yeah.
went out in the field.
Thank you. Are you better?
He and Urel
All right,
Harris.
the bases, please.
If it's the Urel Harris, I know if he's from this Chicago area. Played with the Comets at one point.
Set, ready, ball.
Strike.
Just over the top.
Set, ready, ball.
Just underneath.
Set, ready, ball.
And it's going to be a grounder short on the left. Matthew coming up on top of it. It's at his chest, and he's got it.
Let's go!
So our 11 o'clock game is going to be Bayou City Heat versus the BCS Outlaws. That is going to be here on Field 2 at 11. Our 2 o'clock game is still to be determined, so we're going to hold on that. We do have a timeout called from our umpire.
Make no mistake, we will have a 2 o'clock game. We just need to announce who it will be a little later.
Waiting for those playoffs.
Starting to get in the meat of the championship round now. The first 2 days were all round robin play, but we are now officially in the double elimination part of our tournament. Whoever loses this game is going to have the first of possible 2 losses.
Play the bases. You have 2 outs. Play.
Ural Harris.
Set. Ready. Ball.
Just underneath, a little bit late swing.
Set. Ready. Ball.
And very late swing.
Set. Ready. Ball.
And just underneath.
Set. Ready. Ball.
And it's going to be right inside the line on the left. Oh, he fell down on his way to, and it's going to be foul. It rolled back out.
Who, the defender fell or the runner?
The
batter?
runner fell on his way to first, and then the ball curved just barely inside, and then it curved back out, so it is foul. So he's coming back.
So he's
home.
back up. He's
He is
not
back
injured.
up. Yeah,
All
and he
right.
just tripped as he was running. He went a little faster than his feet, I think.
I'm pretty sure this is the Ural Harris. I haven't talked to him in years. I gotta find him and give him a hard time about that.
The batter. Play.
I mean, I don't even fall down, bro.
Set. Ready. Ball.
Unless it's a hill.
3 outs.
That's a 1, 2, 3 inning.
That is
And
it.
that's a rough inning for the Tigers. Coming out of the third, they had climbed back into this game, but they let an opportunity go by. So far, we got 2 innings to go, though. 8-5 as we head to the 5th inning.
Thank you for all our officials out there, not only the ones out here on the fields, all our umpires and scorekeepers, but also kind of behind the scenes. We got Darnell Booker, who is our tournament director, who put on this tournament, as well as Johnny Harper, assistant tournament, David Sanchez for the banquet coordinator, Kathy Quinn with transportation, making sure everybody gets where they need to go. And we got doggy daycare running. Thank you for keeping all our service animals happy and relaxed instead of just sitting out here all day at the field. I don't know if they get as much excitement watching their owners play, but their handlers, but I'm sure they're having fun back at the hotel. So a great big thank you to them and to John Lakowski Jr. running around taking all those amazing pictures for our calendars and our social media posts. He does a fantastic job, some really incredible shots there. So a big thank you out to him as well.
You know, I've personally got to include our second vice president, Darren Keepers, who's our boss, who's setting everything up for us. Darren Keepers has been amazing for the MBBA over this last year. Our second vice president, after 1 year, last summer, stepped down from the job, and the NBBA had to scramble to fill that spot. Darren Keepers jumped in, and he hit the ground running, and he's been amazing as our PR director and second vice president while fighting health issues.
Ready. Ball.
Ball. Here we go.
Darren Keepers has had a tremendously challenging year over the last year with his health, and he's
Foul on the right.
despite all that, he still stepped up and did the job of public relations for the NBBA over the last year. So I gotta give our boy D Keep some love too.
Absolutely. This is Joe Q up at the plate.
Again, it's a really big opportunity for the Strong. If they could tack on a few more runs, they're already up by 3. They could tack on a few more runs in this inning, they're going to put themselves in a big position to move forward in the championship round.
Nice pop up in the mid, right behind, bouncing behind Darnell. And coming up on Larry Reed, but he is safe. That is going to be Joe Q putting another run up for the Strong. Howling and it's going to be Chris Nagel coming up. They have a timeout in the field for the Tigers.
They're at the field desk.
Ethan, where do we hook up the coach, baby? Come on, Luca B. Keep the rally. Come on, big Chris.
It's all right. They just want to get your attention, but your back is to them, so. Anna, try again.
Boston extends their lead, 9-5. Again, we're in the top of the 5th, no outs.
Yo, Chris, get some water.
Chris Nagel at the plate.
Chris, relax.
Yeah.
Yes.
Gianna Griffith on deck. She scored her last time up.
Come here, get some water.
For some reason, they got about 5 balls unplugged right now.
We got several of them anyway. One's on its way being covered up onto the pitchers.
Eventually, we'll
We'll
narrow it back down to 1.
A lot of excitement going on the field behind us.
Yeah,
over there.
do you know who's playing back
I don't know who's playing. Somebody on blue, I believe the Thunder, and I'm not sure who they're playing against.
there? One of the teams is excited.
I think that's the
No, the Thunder's not. They're not playing right now. The Thunder
10-3 chaos. Top of the 5th.
Trying to shut off the other ball.
I'm already drawing a blank on who the Chaos is playing.
Weren't they playing the Sirens?
No.
Panthers.
Oh, over the Panthers.
Millers are against the Sirens. And
Yeah.
they're what? 8-0 final for
8-0 final.
Run away.
Rough game for the Sirens offensively.
That was for the Millers. But right now we have Chris Nagel up.
No outs. You're gonna have to move your trailing foot deeper. Yeah, you're in front of home plate. You're in front of home plate. There you go.
You were just talking about keepers. He plays for the Panthers.
Okay, let's play.
He created the Panthers.
Ready, ball.
And just rolling right up backwards underneath the scorekeeper's table to our base operator.
Something else I gotta give keepers credit for, having learned beat baseball when I lived in California, having spent the large
Short pop up on the right, I believe. Yep, that's going to stay foul.
Over it, Chris. You're all over it.
having played about 99% of my career with California teams. I love that Darren Keepers is also keeping the dream of B-ball alive in California. Without Darren, there wouldn't be any California involvement in beat baseball, despite the fact California was one of the original states that helped build this sport.
All right, 2 strikes and a batter.
Keepers is keeping it on.
Set. Ready, ball.
Foul.
And just rolling off the top of the bat.
Right there. Let's go.
Set. Ready, ball.
And another Nick tip, dropping straight down.
Set. Ready, ball.
And just over the top, it's going to be an out. First one for the strong.
Get it going, Gianna, get me up!
Look who's coming.
I understand the Mad Hatter nickname. That's cold. I feel great. Nice, cool breeze coming through.
Oh my
Hope it
gosh.
stays like this all day long.
Yeah, this is so comfortable for us.
Let's check the bases.
I thought it was going to be all the Texas people who are cold, but no. Taylor from Minnesota is cold.
Set. Ready. Pitch.
Nice pop up by Gianna right in the middle. Darnell coming up on it. She's running for first, and he's got it. Just barely. 2 outs.
Jordy, nice play.
Yeah, I like this player, Gianna Griffin.
Good play.
She's got a good swing, good ear on defense.
Come on, swim.
Alberto up to the plate.
Boston holding the 9-5 lead. There's 2 outs now. If Alberto can score here, he'd bring the top of the order back up. So, something the 6 hole always. Anytime your 6 hitter can turn the order around with 2 outs, it's always a plus.
Lefty.
He scored his last time up, right?
Alberto, yes.
I believe, yeah.
No, he got an out.
Set. Ready, ball.
Oh,
Oh.
and he smashed Ethan right in the chest. He was turning, so it wasn't like a front-on
Yeah,
hit. Still going to
deflected.
leave a mark.
He's taken 2 pops in this one.
Chest and the thigh.
We've talked about it this week, Rosina.
Those pitchers are brave.
Yeah, I've been around this game 40 years. There's nobody braver than a beat baseball pitcher. Throwing a 1-pound rock at these aluminum bats from 20 feet away.
He's probably going to feel okay today as he's moving around, but he's going to wake up tomorrow
Oh,
morning
yeah.
and he's going to be
yeah.
sore. It's Joey B's son, Ethan.
Tomorrow they might be down to 1 pitcher.
Yeah. All right, he's done most of their pitching.
I'm kidding. He's not gonna step. He's not gonna step out.
He's young. He'll be fine.
Set. Ready, ball.
Just over the top of that swing.
Set. Ready, ball.
And just over the top on the inside of the bat.
Set. Ready, ball.
And taking a pass.
Take your time, nephew.
Set. Ready, ball.
And a little high. No, that's going to be 3
That'll do it.
outs.
That'll do it. But the Strong still, now they've got a 4-run lead, which is very important moving into the bottom part of this game. Tyler Tigers are down to their last 6 outs to tie it up or get out in front.
Again, I just want to say a great big thank you to the Glenview Lions and everything they have done for this series. They're proud to support the World Series of Beat Baseball, and they've been serving with a purpose since 1949. Let's cheer on every player and celebrate a future where everyone can participate, compete, and thrive. The Glenview Lions wants athletes with vision loss to compete at the highest level, and they are a proud sponsor of our 2026 Beat Ball World Series. Tigers coming back up to bat, and we're going to see Casey up at the plate for the first time. He's played outfield, but he didn't quite make it to the plate last inning. 9-5, bottom of the fifth. Casey taking a sample swing there.
Defense ready?
We either heard it wrong to begin with, or they've batted out of order, because originally I thought Casey was coming in for Rosie.
Casey ended up coming in for
Eric. The Tiger.
They must have had.
Or
Because he was
Edgar.
supposed to come in for Rosie, and
That's what
Ron
I'm
was supposed to
saying.
come in for Edgar.
For Edgar.
So
And
they should be
they
swapped.
batted reversed.
They reversed him, yeah.
I don't know if we just heard it wrong and they wrote it
Yeah,
correctly,
because there was quite a bit of contention
Yeah.
over there, who was coming in for who.
or if they're just getting away with it. I mean, it's not up to us to go point it out to the strong.
But you're right, that is what I have also. Is Casey
Yeah.
came for
So I
Rosie.
think they've batted out of order. Possibly.
Yeah, there was.
We were given bad information, or they batted out of order.
Taking a pass? Yeah, because Jarrell was their last out.
Mhm.
And a short hit over in the left. Matthew coming up on that as Casey runs for first. Matthew's got a hold of it. That's going to be an out.
Guess in the end it doesn't matter too much. They're both out. Well, you know, Urel and Casey. But
yep. Bringing it back up.
I do believe they've batted out of order.
Unless, we heard that wrong. There was quite a bit of
Yeah,
going
yeah,
on
yeah.
about
No,
first
nobody
we
knew
thought
what
Colby
was going
Houston
on.
was coming
Yeah,
in, and
yeah,
that was
yeah.
canceled. And, we figure out who was coming in for who. So we might have that info wrong or out of order. But either way, both out. Ronald back up to the plate.
Defense ready. Ready on defense? Yep. Any better? Base check, please. We have one out. Let's play.
And nice high pop up, gonna be mid right behind Gianna, Chris, and Alberto. He's saying he's safe.
Calm down, guys.
That's Ronald.
Dave, Ron, Jordan are the umpires
He's
conferring?
still standing there. He said safe.
Okay.
So I'm waiting to see
Boston
if he
definitely
looks like
thought it
he's.
was an out, but
I'll wait and see if there's going to be a call where he's going to double check with anybody, or he's coming back to home plate.
yeah. All right. Now calls go stand. We
So
got a
it'll be
9-6
9-6.
ball game. One out, bottom of the fifth.
Safe.
Boston, I think, is going to ask him to go talk to the field rep.
I mean, I'm doing this. I'm
Field
saying
rep.
surprise. Hey, it's a run.
I'm not sure they're
John,
going.
can we check that? Did you
Yeah,
call
now
it
they're
safe?
going to ask.
Yes, I did. You got a run. You want me to check with anybody?
Yeah, so they're
All right.
asking for a check.
So the head umpire is going to go out and talk to his field umps. See if they agree or disagree.
And our base on, he's pulling them all into together so he doesn't have to make the rounds to everybody. He's walking out to the middle field, everybody comes in part way.
You know what they say, work smarter, not harder.
That's absolutely true. I'm a fan of work smarter. I used to have the energy that Mad Hatter Matthew out there has when I was younger, but it's definitely the walk part way out to the field. Save that energy to last all day long. So that is going to stand to safe. 9-6. 1 out on the Tigers. Darnell Williams. It'll be interesting to see if when they bat back through again, they hold that same batting order.
Still a run. All stand.
And you, Darnell.
Darnell's up. Defense ready.
Go D.
Let's go, guys.
Go D.
Defense, go. Yep. Let's have the bases. 1 out only. Play ball.
And you, Darnell. Set. Ready. Ball.
It's going to be a short little poke on left, just barely rowing. It's in that pocket. Matthew heading over for it, and he's got it. I mean, that was like about 3 inches, both from the 40-foot line as well as the left base
Right
line.
in the coffin
But,
corner.
yeah,
That's the coffin corner.
Matty got that, so that will be an out.
He had a
2
long way
out.
to come for that one. Made the play, though.
Well, with all that screaming he's been doing over there, he's got the energy to spare.
Sitting at 9-6. 2 outs, though.
Let's go, Steve. You all right?
Steve Mendez.
Go D, get us in here. Defense
Has
ready.
1 black, 1 red sock.
Let's check the bases. Good enough? Okay, thank you. 2 outs, play.
Set. Ready. Ball.
Jazz catching the edge of it. It's going about 25 feet out. Ooh, Matthew was already halfway up there. Probably more than halfway.
Ready to come, 3-9. Nice call, Kelly. Kelsey.
Got to get his spotters' names right. Carrie, Kelsey, somebody out there.
Quiet, please. Play.
Set. Ready. Ball.
And foul on the left, right over to the Tiger bench.
I'm the youngest of 5 kids, so growing up, I went through that every time my mom yelled at me. She'd go through the whole list of kids' names before she got figured out mine.
Same.
My mom calls me dogs.
Set. Ready. Ball.
And a bouncing
That's
grounder
hurtful.
on the left. Matthew coming up on it, and he's got a hold of it. And he's got it.
Oh,
Another
boy.
one. 3 outs. Matthew all over the place.
Oh, boy. You know, there was a point in this game in the 3rd inning where the tide could have possibly turned in the Tigers' favor. They weren't able to totally take advantage of that, but beyond that, the Strong has responded well.
They have strong arms.
They've played well since that moment, and they're going to take a 9-6 lead into the 6th and final inning of this ballgame.
Yeah, it's still a beautiful day out here for baseball. Lots of cloud cover, wonderful breeze, lower temperatures, and the sun has been out just long enough to burn off a little bit of that extra moisture, so the air is not quite as heavy as it was when we first got out here. Ball is rolling well out on the field, and you know, he just got those outs in the field. Let's see if he can repeat that in offense as Matty B comes up.
Hey, you got both. This game's nowhere near over. You cannot finish. Come on. You get all kinds of time, Matthew. Relax, breathe.
I like listening to the leaders of the Boston team reminding their team there's still an inning to play. Honestly, I think this part, Rosina, is the hardest for teams that are like new or young to learn. Closing out a game, getting leads, holding leads. That's one thing, but you get into the last inning of a game, last inning and a half, that's where the majority of the pressure comes from. Like that feeling of we've got to hold this starts creeping in your mind, and it's easy to get distracted and get away from just playing the way that got you there through the first 5 innings. But it'll be interesting to see how Boston closes this out.
Set, ready, ball.
Taking his pass.
Holding and maintaining a lead late in the game that's mentally very tough. Got to learn how to win.
Yeah. Set, ready, ball.
And a nice hit on the left, bouncing just over Larry's feet. Ronald
He
coming
got
over,
there.
but he's at
He's
the base. Run for Matthew, taking them to the double digits, 10.
Look at that. They equal the 10 runs they put up on the Sirens yesterday. I mentioned early in the game that was their highest scoring game in their franchise history. They've equaled it, and I know they're looking to try to break that record now.
Creep up past 10. Joby up to the plate. Again, this is his son pitching. No outs on them yet. Left-handed batter.
Ready, batter? Remember the last at bat. Okay, let's try the bases. Your left foot back a little bit. All right, nobody out. Play.
I didn't see it. Yep. Yep. Set, ready, ball.
Taking the pass.
Set, ready, ball.
And a nice hit, curving way over on the right. Casey running for it, but he's halfway to third, and that's going to be safe.
And there it is.
11, well, they beat that 10.
Yeah. And there's still no outs.
No outs.
Up 11-6.
Joe Q up.
Let's step on. Come on. Let's just finish strong, okay? Bring me up, coach. We got to keep going.
Can hear Chris Nagel in the batter's box saying we need to finish strong.
Most important inning. Don't swing it. Nice job, Cowboy. Let's go. Yeah, baby. Let's keep it going. Right here, Joey. Keep it going, Chris. We got to keep going.
Setting the field from Tigers.
I know we still got a ways to go, but this is a very impressive showing by the Boston Strong. Again, in my opinion, they close this out. This is
Set, ready, ball.
Nice bouncing grounder, middle right. Casey coming up on top of it. Casey always got to get a hold of it.
he's got it.
And he did get it out. He all fumbled it and regained it. Casey Vaughn.
So that's one out. But if the Strong can hold on to this, in my opinion, this is the most significant win of their young franchise.
Casey out there almost doing the splits to get a hold of that ball. Chris Nagel.
Yeah, we're not getting any breaks.
Couple practice swings at the plate.
Seems like Boston's unhappy. That was a pretty sure out, correct? Don't you think?
It was close, but yeah, he had it.
We have one out. Play.
Although I'm going off when the player says.
Nice hit out into right again. Casey gonna have to run for that one. He's down on the ground and he's at the
Got the
base. And safe. Chris Nagel.
Boston!
Up to 12. They've got a dozen.
Yeah.
See if I can make that a baker's dozen. Gianna.
Talking my language. Baker's dozen. Give me 13 donuts.
That's the way my son likes them, if they're all glazed.
Very few bad donuts. I like the variety.
I just plain. I don't want all that frosting or all the sprinkles. I want the donut.
You boring old woman.
I like it if they got filling, but I don't want all the sweets on top.
I don't like sprinkles and all that stuff. I'm not a fan of that.
Gianna, bright pink and yellow batting gloves.
But going back to that last play that was close, you know, I'm also basing my opinion on when I heard the player say ball, and you can't always do that because some players say ball before they pick it up. So yeah.
And a grounder bounced off Darnell's knee. Oh, now it's missing Steve. Gianna's she slowed down. She thought they had her, and they yelled at her, keep going.
Yeah,
that's going to be a
that's
run.
interference. They're going to have to call that out. They have to call that out. Yeah.
Yep.
No choice. Yeah. I mean, whoever yelled at her is right. You don't slow down running the base before you hear a call, but you can't coach them in the middle of a play.
It was going to be Alberto up. A tough call for Gianna. You can't assume you're out.
Yeah. No, they had to call that out. No choice.
2 outs on the strong. 12-6. Alberto lefty up at the plate.
Good. Focus on, baby. Come on, enough. Hook up Alberto. He deserves it.
That's another giveaway. I mean,
Yes.
and I hate to focus on it because both of them are on Griffith, but and they're winning, so right, you know, assuming they can win this game, it's not going to hurt the team. But as a young player, she's got to learn, you know, she's got to learn some of these things. Any young player, but that's a run she should have scored right there. They just gave away an out to the team.
Just over the top of the swing. And just over the top, a little bit late on that swing.
Come on, Berto.
And just over the top, that's 3.
Got this, Alberto. Relax.
Taking a pass.
I gotta be honest, like as a player, and I've done some coaching. That is something I don't like when a player's 0-3 and they let the pass go by. Unless the pitcher asks for it, I feel like you just swing away. Just my own thing.
And that is going to be out
That's gonna do it.
for the strong. That was their last at bat. Tyler's going to come up for their at last and try to recoup at least 6 just to tie. And
Every incredible play you're seeing today started long before the players took the field. Playing at the highest level requires preparation, determination, opportunity, and the belief in what's possible. The Chicago Lighthouse practices these qualities every day for people who are blind, visually impaired, disabled, and veterans. As proud sponsors of the 50th Beep Baseball World Series, we celebrate the athletes on this field and the limitless potential they represent. The Chicago Lighthouse, lighting up human potential.
their strength is their defense. I think at this point in their young franchise life, and closing it out on defense should be a position they feel comfortable in.
Setting them up out in the field currently. Gonna have Larry Reed up to the plate first. Curious to see. It looks like they're gonna have Urel after him again. So maybe possibly we just got that wrong.
Yeah, it's possible it was given to us wrong, but I think it's also possible because
The same two names are just not really paying attention.
Yeah, it's really on either the opposing team or the scorekeeper, and scorekeeper, I don't know who's keeping score over there
think
today.
Karen is.
Oh,
So
Karen.
I'm pretty sure she's on top of that.
Yeah, that's true.
So I'm sure that
I
we
was
just got
starting to
that
say
wrong.
it could be a volunteer. Yeah, I'd forgotten that Karen was over there doing it. I was going to say if it's a volunteer just learning how to do it, maybe they wouldn't catch it. But I think at this point it's very possible we just had that wrong.
Batter up.
So the 5-6-1 up for Tyler.
Sit. Ready? Ball.
Foul.
Dropping straight down.
Here we go, Strong.
Sit. Ready? Ball.
Right.
Right over the top.
Sit. Ready? Ball.
Right. 3.
Relax, Larry. Sit. Ready? Ball.
And just underneath. That's going to be out for Larry.
Down.
1-0.
Morale coming up to the plate.
Just a reminder that Rosina and I will be back with you at 11 o'clock Central. We're going to have a lot more Texas. There's 5 teams from the great state of Texas playing in this tournament. You're going to see 3 of them in this first 2 games. We got Tyler Tigers right now. The next game, we're going to have the Bryan College Station Outlaws taking on the Bayou City Heat.
1 out. Play.
That will be again at 11 o'clock Central, so make sure you come find us.
Sit. Ready? Ball.
It's going to be on the left. It's going foul. Just as Matthew reached it.
Joey, shades outside.
Urel coming back up to home plate.
They wanted you to move the baseline.
Perfect. You do that at Wrigley Field.
Ouch. People wanted him to call that out, and he said, no, it was a foul. They said, oh, I wanted him to move the baseline. He goes, no, they do that at Wrigley Field.
I guess Mr. Lykowski's a White Sox fan. The sun's starting to
Yeah.
Put my coat back on.
the sun's starting to show itself a little more than it has so far.
Sit. Ready? Ball.
Just underneath the swing. 1 out on the Tylers.
Karen could come your way.
On the Tylers?
They have 1 out. Yeah.
I know. The Tylers?
Tyler Tigers. Tylers.
Sit. Ready? Ball.
Taking a pass.
Let me know when you're going to do that. Sit. Ready? Ball.
And bouncing grounder. Let's see if it's going to be just barely fair. Matthew coming up on it as he's running. Matthew's got it. That is 2
He's
outs.
got it.
Yeah, Matthew has been all over on that game. Him and Gina have just been clearing up out there on the field.
You know, I was talking a while ago to you, Rosina, about this being a part of a game where, like a newer team, a younger team like the Strong, they're learning to win games, learning to close out a game when you have a lead. Since I said that, they have shown no signs of
getting
being
complacent,
anxious or letting things go. They've played
solid,
I guess pun intended, they've played very strong since that point. So Tyler down to their final out in this game. This
Casey.
definitely would be considered an upset. Casey at the plate. This is definitely going to be considered an upset.
Dropping straight down. Gianna already taken 4 steps up. She heard that hit and was headed in.
I like those short players, like being able to read it off the bat.
And bouncing out, Matthew's leg, didn't gonna get position. He's creeping up on it, got his hands on it, and he's got it.
He closes it out.
The game. Yeah, the happiness as he runs in, tossing that ball down, coming in to congratulate his teammates. That's gonna be it. 12-6. Boston Strong.
The Boston Strong just closed out the biggest win of their young franchise history. Congratulations to them. That's a big win for them. Flipping their seed, they're going to move up. I believe, I'm going from memory, I believe Tyler was the 15 seed coming into this game. So 16?
16.
So, of course, that means Boston's got to play the defending champs, the Indy Thunder, in the next game, but I doubt they care. They're probably proud to go play that game.
And they're also actually up into their higher scoring one now, as they've got 12.
Yeah.
So,
yeah, big game for the Boston Strong. Congratulations.
Absolutely.
I enjoyed that game. All right, remember, Rosina and I are going to be back with you 11 o'clock Central, Bayou City Heat, Bryan College Station Outlaws. We got more Texas Beat baseball for you. We're looking forward to it. Please follow the NBBA wherever you can on Facebook, YouTube. Look up NBBA 76. You can find us on YouTube. Hit the subscribe button. Set your notifications. All notifications. As soon as we go live, you're going to know it and be right here with us. Thank you. We will see you at 11 Central.